I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Melissa and Cammy moved into the neighborhood.
He seems like a nice boy.
Their neighbor wanted them to feel welcome.
I'm Johnny McFarley. I live right next door to you. Your mother told me all about you. I feel like I know you already.
He wanted them to feel at home.
Here's my hot dog.
You're doing such a good job. Close up.
He wanted them to feel
I've been making a surprise for you and your mom.
like family.
You've got the best mother ever. What's she doing here?
Brenda's babysitting.
No! It was supposed to be us, the family!
What about Brenda?
Oh, she broke her neck.
This is my house, not yours. You just can't come and go whenever you feel like it.
It's just that I like to do nice things for you.
Maybe Brian and Mommy will get married, and we can be a family.
We already are a family, Cam. We don't need him.
We're not your family, Johnny.
I can't let you do this to me! It's not yours. She's mine. What are you talking about?
How dare you come into my house when I'm not here? Now leave. I am not your mother.
You're afraid he might harm you or your little girl. You should be.
Leave my family alone! Kimmy! Where's Steve?
Johnny, what have you done?
Paperboy.
Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. This is this is the second of 2 reviews for DC. Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. If anyone wants to request any other type of reviews, topics, reactions, re-reviews, lists, anything random, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. Now this is for The Paperboy from 1994. It was for free on YouTube. And I had heard of this film, but I had never seen it. And pretty much it's I guess you call it killer kid movie. But trying to be a little bit more psychological and not so much slasher. There was another film called Mighty, but this one I prefer more over that. This one, I don't mind the cast for the most part. Alexandra Paul, who I remember from Christine, she was the girl going out with, she's our main female lead in Christine, the John Carpenter film. She's in this. Also William Katt from House, The Greatest American Hero, the TV show. He's in this as well. Also, I forgot her name. I want to say Frances Bay. She played the old woman in the John Carpenter film In the Mouth of Madness. The one who Samuel sees is chopping up her husband at the motel or whatever it was. She was also in Critters 3 as a old lady. Well, she was old lady, but... So it's nice to see her, because I remember from those films. And this kid named Marc Marat, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, I apologize. He plays the title character, the Paperboy. And really, the story's about this kid who kills this old woman from the beginning. And a kill kind of reminiscent of Black Christmas, with a bag over someone's head while they're in this chair. It's even a bit more... maybe creepy is the right word. Because it's a woman watching a videotape of her daughter and her granddaughter. And as she's watching something, this horrible event happens. And the fact that she's watching this sweet video of her daughter and granddaughter makes it seem a little bit more creepy. At least to me. Now, the lead kid... I thought he put in an admirable effort. A lot of people don't like his performance. A lot of people make fun of it because it gets streachy. Because he is about a 14-year-old kid. At times he does scream and it's streachy. This is before puberty. That's not an insult. That's me being sincere about it. A lot of people got annoyed by that. That might be one of the reasons why this film isn't as that well known. But for me, I still thought he did a valiant effort, and I appreciated it. He's trying. And I thought at times effective, especially more of the quieter moments where you get a sense of the psychology of this person. Where his end goal is to have another family. Because his mom, who is this God-fearing woman, who would beat him, she's dead. The dad is a salesman, he's never home, so he's usually by himself. He does these things to get Alexandra Paul and her daughter to move into this house right nearby. And Marc, the paperboy himself, he's trying to be nice. He's being very nice to the girl, trying to get into the favors of Alexandra Paul, as well as doing creepy stuff like stealing some of her shit, like her brush, and him brushing his hair with her brush, sneaking into her home and sniffing her clothes, her perfume, putting a baby monitor in order to listen to her conversations, talking to the little girl and going, I dreamed I'd get a new mother. One just like yours. And the little girl did a good job. The little girl wasn't annoying, wasn't irritating, wasn't screeching every 5 minutes. And it does try to showcase this kid's mental imbalance where he's being very nice but also really forcing himself into this, where he forces in to make sandwiches or tells the little girl to make a promise. Flesh to flesh, skin to skin, tell a secret, die for your sin. A very weird fucking thing to say. Or he'll try to lawnmower her lawn. And she's like, what are you doing? You woke me up. Oh, I just wanted to help out. You can't do this, man. You gotta, call. Or, don't wake me up. Or, okay, I'm sorry. Could I do it later? Yeah, okay. Then when the kid gets home, he's literally bashing his head against the door. God, I hate stupid children. Stupid, stupid. And I appreciate that. Because for a 14-year-old to try to give that kind of performance, I thought it's not his fault that his voice is screechy. That's puberty. That's what it is. And he had enough nice acting moments for me to see that. And I thought, like I said, a valiant effort where it's moments like that when he's banging his head against the wall. God, I hate stupid people. They hate stupid children. I'm like, okay, not bad. Not bad at all. William Katt, it's nice to see William Katt. I like him as an actor, especially in House. Very fun movie. He's here as a guy who used to know as Alexandra Paul back in the day, and they start growing a relationship more and more. And the kid don't like that because you're ruining it. It's supposed to be us, a family. And definitely doesn't like it when William Katt takes the two out to dinner. Even to a point where, at one point, the kids make the apple pie, and she's getting fed up with this. And some critics go, there are critics that go, why is she putting up with so much of this shit? Some people tend to do that because they want to be nice, because this kid usually is trying to be nice, but it's like he's being nice, but it's someone who is trying to help kids. And they reference this in dialogue. William Katt even says, you can't help every kid. You can't save every kid. And you also get the feeling that Alexandra Paul wonders maybe this kid has been abused or neglected, so maybe she's putting up with it a bit more than she should. But even she goes to the point, no, you can't do this, and he gets pissed and stabs the table with a knife. And I do think it's unfortunate that I think what the director should have done, so I don't blame the actor, I blame the director on this. When he gets mad and he yells and it comes off as whiny because of the puberty hasn't sunk in, the director should have said, be angry, but be more subtle with your voice. Quiet. You could still be mad and still be quiet. Or even a whisper. There are different types of anger. There's anger where you're whispering. There's anger where you're without saying a word at all. Like, you work around that then if that's the case. And maybe every once in a while you have that kind of outburst. It'd be like, okay, you know, it's 1 or 2 times. There is one scene I thought was interesting. Spoiler alert, spoilers. He goes to the old lady played by Frances Bay, gets her dog. Oh, I gotta take care of something. Leaves, comes back with it wrapped in some sheet. Kills the dog. The woman has a heart attack, but then you find out he didn't kill the dog. He picked up the dog, put it in another room or put it outside, put ketchup in it, beat it up so that it looked like blood was coming through, but it was ketchup, in order to give the woman a heart attack. Now, granted, I don't know how he guessed she would have a heart attack. Like, what if she didn't have a heart attack? Would he then just have killed her straight up, or I don't know, maybe he just got lucky, I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting because it showed that there was enough smarts to that piece of the script where if he killed the dog, you would have below zero remorse for anything of this kid. Granted, for a lot of people, they still feel zero remorse for the kid. But again, the fact he does stuff like that, it's gives the kid a little bit more than just completely one note of a character, if that makes sense. Tries to kill William Katt, knocking him out, lighting the place on fire. But come on, you can't kill the greatest American hero. Because William Katt escapes through this thing, dives into the water before the explosion. So yeah, you can't kill the greatest American hero. Come on. The confrontation is not too over the top. in a way, you can find that refreshing. Where it's not like the kid gets punched 15 times or shot 3 times and still keeps coming like he's the Terminator. Doesn't work. Doesn't do that. Extra super spoilers. He confrontation between him and Alexandra Paul. The cops come. He starts blaming her. It's her fault. She tried to kill me. And then William Katt comes out, and that's when you know the jig is up, so to speak. And then he's screaming, sort of begging. Part of me is like, I get the idea where he's just fucked up in the head and to feel a bit of remorse for it. But there are times I could easily see someone going, "Stop it! Stop screaming! Stop! It sounds too whiny." Again, that's not his fault, but it does come off like that, and that's one of the few nitpicks I have with it. If you're going into this for kills, it's not that kind of movie, because the kills are, again, making someone have a heart attack, or this teenage girl that was kind of fucked with him earlier. She's trying to crawl back into her room, upstairs room of her house, and he unscrews some stuff, so she falls. And it's nothing too violent or gory or anything. So if you're looking for that, it's not the case. I liked Alexandra Paul. It was nice to see her after seeing her in Christine. Always nice to see William Katt. The little girl was fine. She wasn't irritating at all. Marc is doing the best that he can. There's certain moments I did overall like his acting. Again, it's just there's moments that the director maybe could try to work around the screechy, whining parts. Have him acted differently, or like the ending, have him tearfully beg, please. Like he's crying, but like he just can't get it out. That I think would maybe hit home even more. And make it even more of a sad, like, frenzied, man, this kid's just really fucked up because of his mom being a God-fearing, abusive bitch. But I appreciate what it was trying to do. And directing-wise, basic, yeah. Obviously, directing-wise, it was... yeah. Basic. There's really nothing direction-wise that stood out for me that I could think of. Overall, I would say it was okay. It was an okay film. I didn't mind it. I would say I more liked it than disliked it. It was nothing that blew me away. It's more like a teen... You know those movies of that era of Unlawful Entry with Caruso and Ray Liotta, like those kind of thrills, The Hand That Rots the Cradle. It's trying to be more in line of those movies, but if it was a kid. And again, I found it decent because again, I didn't mind some of the characters. I didn't mind their attempts at building the lead character up, and some of the acting I didn't mind. It didn't feel too long, too boring. I saw certain things like with the thing with the dog. I thought that was interesting. And yeah, the lead, Marc, I'll repeat it. He did a valiant job, and I didn't think he was as bad as people made him out. A lot of people made him out to be so god awful. I don't think it was that bad. I don't. So that's just me though. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.